Alright, the new Halloween game looks like fun, but I don't think it's gonna last. Now, I hope I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure all of you also see the red flags this game has. You know, for starters, a few have tried it before. Pretty sure most of us have played asymmetrical horror games before, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us can name at least one game or maybe one that they tried before that has been shut down in the past already because, you know, it's just the same song and dance over again. Now, now let's start with this 1v4 problem. First of all, they're pretty difficult to balance, those type of games. So either one side's gonna be very strong and mostly people are gonna play that side, and then the other side is gonna have ridiculously long waiting times, and after 20 minutes they find a match they can play, and then they get absolutely clapped. Now also with games like this, if you're gonna be a solo player, you're gonna have random ass team, it's gonna be all scattered, you're gonna have no communications, I think at least. I'm not sure if it's gonna be like proximity chat or another kind of chat. But if you're gonna be a Swift, what's it called again? Swift with friends, survivors with friends, that's what it's called. If they're gonna be playing the survivor side, let's say, and they're gonna be on Discord, they're gonna communicate, they're gonna have excellent communication and stuff, then that's already a massive advantage. It's also a huge disadvantage for the killer side, the Michael Myers side this time. But yeah, what are they gonna do about that, huh? Anyways, at launch, of course, this game's gonna do great. People are gonna play it, they're gonna love it, it's gonna be the best new thing. It might kill Dead by Daylight this time. After 3 months, it might already start seeing slower numbers. After 6 months, there's gonna be a massive dip, I think, unless they keep updating it with fresh updates, which I'm not sure they can do. After a year or two, I think the game's gonna be dead. I must admit, I think the game's gonna be dead. It's also, I've seen in the trailer that survivors can also fight against the boogeyman. There's one place where they're gonna be like, oh, but I'll say it once and I'll say it again, you can't kill the boogeyman. And then he spawns behind the guy and hits him again. But like, how do you win against him then? And then it's like, oh yeah, you have to find people and get them away and have them survive. So I'm like, okay, you need to rescue as many people as you can. And then they're like, oh, but after a while, many people will die and there's gonna be more proof that the boogeyman is in Haddonfield again. Then the authorities can arrive. You can play as characters like policeman and the cuckoo guy, the sheriff, no, professor dude, I don't know. And then with enough manpower, you can arrest them. So if you are a Sith or you know how to play the game, I think you can corner the boogeyman pretty well. You can beat his ass and then you can arrest him. I feel like this is gonna be something that first Michael Myers is gonna feel strong, I think. You know, a lot of people are gonna want to play him, so the survivor times are gonna be long, but that's probably fine at first. The survivor sides are really never that long because you're at 4, obviously. Then the Michael Myers side is gonna wait a long time. You know, at first it's gonna be all fun in games, it's gonna be new things, new experiences, trying to figure things out. It's gonna be real fun. I know that after a while people are gonna get good at the game, they're gonna start knowing things, they're gonna learn. I just think that the survivor side is probably gonna figure out how to get the boogeyman arrested, and eventually it'll get too strong, so the Michael Myers side is gonna feel very, you know, not fun to play because you're probably gonna lose anyways, and then less people are gonna want to play Michael Myers. The waiting times are gonna get longer for Michael Myers, so the survivors, well, I mean the survivor side is gonna get longer because no one wants to play Michael Myers. Now when someone does play Michael Myers, they get their ass beat, I guess. It's gonna be something like that. Otherwise, I think if Michael Myers is gonna be too strong, they're gonna find a way to make him less strong so survivors have more of a chance to win, but then survivors might win more again, and it's gonna be like this endless battle of trying to balance it, which is gonna be very difficult. Now the other thing, it's obviously repetition. They're like, oh, no 2 games are gonna be the same. Yeah, but if you have people like on Dead by Daylight or League of Legends and stuff, they play fucking thousands of games, mate. Thousands. I think I have like 2,600 games on Dead by Daylight. I'm not sure. I've been to 2,000 games on Dead by Daylight. A good bunch of them felt repetitive, that's true. Some even made me feel like not wanting to play the game anymore. I have even played a game, well, I've even quit the game for like a year at least, and then I just kind of got back into it longer than expected, to be honest. Either way, this game is gonna feel repetitive as fuck, right? Like how... I can't see how they can update it frequently to change things and stuff to make it feel like a fresh new game over and over. But then again, I've been sitting on gens for a year now. Well, I've been mostly playing killer and switching a lot of killers, so it's just the survivor side's gotta feel all the same, right? I don't know. You know, once people start getting the hang of it, start getting competitive and stuff, it's gonna start feeling repetitive, I think. One side is gonna have less of a fun time than the other. It's just, I don't see this being able to work out properly. For the Dead by Daylight players, it's probably gonna be, if you want to know what this feels like, it's probably like, say you take Dead by Daylight, but you only have one killer in the game. The game is called The Skull Merchant, and you can only play against the Skull Merchant. Well, no one's gonna want to play the Skull Merchant because she's boring, and no one's gonna want to play against the Skull Merchant because she's boring. So no one's gonna play that game, and that game dies. Now let's take another example. The Ghoul, the Ghoul. Whoa, it's Dead by Daylight, but only the Ghoul. The Ghoul is freaking strong. Everybody hates that character to play against because he's so strong. People love playing him because he's so strong. So a lot of people are gonna want to play as the Ghoul, but no one's gonna play against the Ghoul. So again, one side of the game is missing, so there's no one to play against, and the game's gonna die. Now let's say the game is called The Trapper. You play the Trapper. He's kind of fun, but everyone figures out how to play against the Trapper, so he's gonna start getting real weak, and then it gets boring to play the Trapper, and everyone's gonna love to play the Survivors because it's a lot of fun because you can beat the Trapper easily. Now the other side is getting more attention, the one side is not getting a lot of attention. The game's gonna die. Or it's called The Twins, and it has so many bugs that the game is just gonna be unplayable and the game's gonna die. So the good thing about Dead by Daylight is the variety of killers you have right now. That's kind of it. And also the perks and survivors, I guess. But I think having a lot of different killers is a good thing because all the matches are going to be different. This game is only going to have one killer. I don't see how they can get another killer in there. What are they going to do? Make their original characters in the game? It's called Halloween. I mean, maybe they're like, yeah, it's called Halloween after the famous Halloween movie with Michael Myers. But it's just Halloween, mate. It's gonna be a bunch of monsters and scary shit in there. Are they gonna add different maps? They're gonna have to add different maps. Are they gonna add a different Haddonfield? A different house from another movie I haven't seen yet? How are they gonna do that? Which kind of brings me to my next point, is the content and the updates, right? How are they gonna update this? How are they gonna monetize this? What, you can add a few skins from Michael Myers, like you did in Dead by Daylight before you removed him. You know, I can see few skins happening, and also for the survivors, but also they say like, oh, you can play as these characters, so now these characters have to get new skins. But how many skins can you do? Just a few new clothings that are not gonna make a lot of difference? Are you gonna have a battle pass? What is gonna be in the battle pass? What can you buy with that? How are you gonna monetize this goddamn game? So you just buy it, I don't know. They're gonna have to find a way to keep this monetized, to keep this updated, freshly new, and you know, have different new experiences. I don't see them being able to do that with this game. Also, if the updates are going to be slow and they're going to take too long, people are going to get tired of your game and they're just going to quit. And then before the next new fun update is there, people are already like, I don't feel like playing it. You know what I'm saying? Now, these games don't always die immediately, but sometimes they usually just do. Dead by Daylight is just the only exception somehow. I'm telling you, I think Dead by Daylight is mainly because the variety of killers you have and the DLCs you have. Like Michael Myers. Oh wait, no, they removed it to make this game. I forgot. Also, I feel like the animations and like, yeah, just animations, I guess, look a bit goofy. They don't feel really smooth. It all feels a bit weird, very amateuristic. Now, maybe that's a good thing. I don't know, but I know something doesn't feel right about the movement of every character in the game when I watch the trailers. I also love how they start with like, oh, rarely people get the chance to create a game around horror legends like Michael Myers and stuff. It's like, yeah, okay, but you had Michael Myers in Dead by Daylight. You had Haddonfield in Dead by Daylight. You just removed them because you want people to your new game. It's like the moment they were like, oh, we're not having the license for Michael Myers, we're gonna remove the Halloween chapter from Dead by Daylight. I was like, they're gonna make a new game about Michael Myers, and then the game's gonna fail, and then eventually Michael Myers will probably be back in Dead by Daylight anyways. I think about a month later they announced the Halloween game. I was like, yep, there it is. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Unless they do something different this time, I don't see how this is gonna work out. I really hope they can fix this and it's gonna be a great game and I was wrong. I don't know. What do you think? Will this game survive? How do they need to fix this to not have it, you know, be like some other games that have had this try in the past? No, I'm not personally attacking the game or anything. I'm just saying I've seen it before. I've seen the patterns. It's all fun and games at first, but eventually they just kind of die out. I'm no game expert. I don't make games. I could be completely wrong. Maybe they have something up their sleeves like, oh, we have a 10-year plan completely moved out or whatever. Or maybe they're just like, let's quickly make this game, make a shitload of money, and then before the numbers start going down, we just pull out. And they rug pull all of you. I don't know how gaming works, bro. I like to play games, I don't make them, alright? Alright, anyways, I think I have all of my points on there. You know, some weird animations. I don't know how they gonna monetize this. I don't know how they gonna prevent this from feeling repetitive, and I don't know how they gonna prevent this from dying out like all the other games did. Yeah, that's kind of it, I guess. I'm gonna kiss you goodbye now. Mwah. Goodbye.